Hello? Hi? Why can I not hear the game? Where's the... Hello? Oh, there it is. There's my game audio. Hello. Hi. How is everyone? Yeah, so this is not a new model so much as it is a pre-made that I decided to check out because it looks very nice. It can do this. Hello, Ramlan. Welcome in. Whee! Just got finished reading the final chapter of Vinland Saga. Wow, okay. I pulled a muscle in my back, trying to carry the dog in a laundry basket and close the door with my foot. Yeah, it's a really cute, yeah, hi hands. It's a really cute pre-made. It even comes with like a mic and a controller and glasses. I should have the glasses. I can do this and be tired. I can be tired. But we're not here to be tired today. Yeah, we got some fun little emotes. Let's see. Actually, can I? Oh no, you too? Hang on, I gotta turn up my audio a bit more because I can barely hear the music on my end. Can you guys hear the music okay? I hope you can. And then let me see if I can do this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so it's got all sorts of emotes. I didn't put all the emotes onto the I hope you guys can hear the audio okay. You can't. Okay. Oh, I should turn off the glasses. Hang on. Where are buttons? That's odd. Maybe I need to turn it up a smidge. Where's my thing? Hopefully that's a little better. I can be shy. And of course, classic star eyes. Let's see, where else is there? Me when stuff happens. Okay, cool. Now you have audio. Yes, hi. So the goal is indeed. Oh yeah, there's a pen too. It's fun. And then I need to turn off the pen. You're alone on you. It's okay, Mikazuki. Technically, you're not alone. So this was my attempt at making something similar to my 2.0, which I am getting a model made of it, but yeah, no, because this one, like, the thing is, and this is not me. Yeah, we're working on the new Gundam today. I'm cutting out parts so I can detail them for final assembly. So the thing is I'm happy that everyone likes my original model, but what is a little awkward about my OG model, right, is that it is 4 years old. So we're building I actually have the body, the RG new Gundam. So we've built the inner frame, but I want to panel line and put water slides on the outer parts, and I find that a lot easier to do with the individual parts versus having them on the frame and doing it. So we've been cutting out the parts so that I can eventually work on detailing. And then we'll have a final assembly stream once I'm done detailing off stream. So that's where we are with that. I'm gonna put the glasses back on. I like the glasses. There we go. So yeah, the crazy thing is hold up. So this model my 1.0. I'm glad everyone likes it, and this is how I'm used to looking. But the thing is that it's 4 years old, and stuff like model cutting and model rigging has really come a long way. So if I want to have like more expressive stuff and whatnot, I'm better off just getting a new model at this point. And that's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing. Yeah, that's the crazy thing about the OG model is it's pretty old at this point. And yeah, exactly. So like you can already tell like this model, it's newer, it's had different cutting, it's had different rigging. There's a lot more like physics added to it and whatnot. So I think that like the most obvious thing is there's a parameter on this that shrinks the irises depending on how wide your eyes are. So I can go like when I get surprised, not to mention yeah, exactly. It's not that I dislike the model, but it would be nice to kind of have something that can be a bit more I guess have a bit more movement, a bit more bounciness. Yeah, just something that can like capture my head movements and my facial expressions a bit better. So yeah, I do have a new model in the works with my new design. But oh yeah, I did try and make the 1.0 with this model too, so hang on. Technically, I tried to make the 1.0 version as well. Wait, did the glasses work with this? Did the glasses work? Oh, they don't. The under eye does, though. Something you can benefit from. Yeah, exactly. You do still have to learn how to pop it and tweak and customize the parameters to fine tune the expressiveness. But once you get the hang of it, it's actually not bad at all. Like I could probably make this a bit more reactive to my head movements. I think it's lagging right now. I don't know why it's lagging, but I feel like there's a bit of lag compared to when I was testing it earlier. What's funny is technically, oh, wait, that actually doesn't look bad with the coat off the shoulders like that. Okay, interesting. Where was I? But yeah, I think it'll be nice just to have an updated model to work with. Hopefully sometime next year. And that should be fun. What I'm hoping to do is, I'm really hoping that at some point next year, we'll be able to do like an actual proper 2.0 debut. Because I didn't really do a debut when I started streaming. I just felt kind of awkward doing one, so I did it. But I think I'm gonna do one for 2.0. Just kind of celebrate coming soon to a stream channel near you. Just kind of, celebrate, I don't know, like mark a new start, I guess, and with everything. Or at least that's how I feel about it. Like I know some people, they have constant debuts and they're constantly getting new outfits because let's be real, debuts can get you a lot of attention and some decent income with people showing up to come check you out. But yeah, I don't know. For me, this just feels more like about, new start, new direction. Just moving forward in ways that are nice. Oh yeah, the back thing, by the way. So I did pull a muscle in my back a couple days ago. I went to the chiropractor again today, and I mentioned it to him that I had pulled a back muscle and that I had been putting heat on it. And he was like, oh, actually, you don't want to do that. And I was like, what? Why? And it turns out, Apparently, when you pull something, when you pull or strain a muscle, what your muscles... Oh, hang on. Why did the video feed freeze? Hello? I just noticed that's frozen. Hang on. What's up with that? Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Camera, you can't do this to me. Hello? There we go. Okay. There we are. That looks a little dark. Let me see if I can bump up the brightness. Is that better? A little too much. That... Oh, no, we don't want that. That looks a little better. Just wanted a smidge brighter. Okay, yeah. That doesn't look too shabby. Not as dark. Good. So, point is the doc told me that's actually what you don't want to do. Where's H? Did I miss H? Here's H. So I need H, G, F, and D. G, there's D, G, H, D, F. Let's D, F. Where's G? Did I pass G already? This one is C, J, K, I. Where is it? L, not G. G, where are you? That's A. What the heck is the G runner? E. Are you G? You're G. Okay. Hello, Optum! So what he told me is that when you pull your muscles, so if your muscles are normally like this and you pull a muscle, you've actually torn them a bit. So your muscles are trying to like stitch themselves back together in a way. So if you apply heat, you're like relaxing the muscles and you're kind of actually slowing down the heat process. Whereas if you apply ice or a cold pack, it just helps reduce the inflammation, but you're not interfering with the healing process as much. So I was like, oh, well, now I know. So I had been applying heat the whole time, wondering why it felt like it wasn't doing that much for me. Turns out it's because you're not supposed to apply heat. So I got home, put on a cold compress, and my back has been feeling significantly better ever since. Which is just kind of like, damn. It's crazy what happens when you like actually know what you're supposed to be doing. Let me adjust my mic a smidge. There we go. Okay. Yeah, and knowing is half the battle. Yeah, the little like, the more you know star flying across. Live and learn. Where's Crush 40 when you need them? Oh my gosh. Live and learn. Oh my god. I remember I tried to play Sonic a long time ago. I'm so bad at Sonic. Like, it's not even funny how bad I am at Sonic. All right, so I need 2 37s, both 37s. Okay. Oh, I might need to adjust the lighting again in a bit because I do have my light box on. Wait, do I still have that picture? You guys, who is... I think John and S might have been around for it. But there was one time I couldn't get my light working. Oh my god, that's right. I couldn't get my light working. So I did this really goofy... I did something really goofy. Hang on, I need to see if I still have it somewhere. Where... Please tell me I have it somewhere. Oh my gosh, I wonder if I do. I may not. Crap. Oh, do I not have it? I may not still have it. Oh, come on. Surely. Surely I have it somewhere. Oh, these are some old images. Ooh. Maybe. There's that. There's that. No, not quite. Not quite. Hang on. I'm trying to see if I have this image still. It was so goofy. Oh, but it was a while ago. I may not have it anymore. Oh no! Oh no! I don't think I do. Would I have uploaded it somewhere? I don't... Oh no. No, because it may have been before you guys got here. Crap. Oh, nice. You're building your garden? Hang on, let me see if I have it. Oh, in my photos somewhere. Wrong, that's maps. I need photos. God, it would have been... Was I playing? Oh my god. I'm trying to think. When would this have been time frame wise for me? Simulated frogs. Friggin' donut. Oh, I need to find this. If I can find this, I'm going to be so happy. Because genuinely, when you guys see it, I think you guys will laugh. So bear with me while I look for this. Right, fountain pens, that thing. Because it was definitely like in the last year or so. Chest bear stamp. Calendar dog. Was it before? I think it was after I built... Hello? Oh my gosh! Baby Pink, hi! Welcome in! Hello, Raiders! Hi! Hello! Oh my gosh! Pink! Hi! Baby Cakes, right? Ursa told me so much about you! Hello, welcome! Greetings, Raiders! My name is Ursa Marida. I am an after hours hobby bear and girlfriend extraordinaire. Welcome in! Oh my gosh! That's crazy! Yeah, hi guys! Welcome in. How are you? What were you playing? I totally missed the announcement because I'm trying to find a photo of something really goofy I did. Oh, were you doing the, your hand cam stream tonight? Welcome in. Feel free to take it easy. Get up, stretch, get some water if you need to. I know it's pretty late for you, if I recall correctly, on my time zone conversion. Yeah, hand cam squad, yay! I'm trying to find a picture of a really jank lighting setup I did, because I have a light box, and my light wasn't working because I forgot. Yeah, the Fumbies are on the bottom of the screen! Fumbies! Oh my goodness. Yeah, thank you. I actually bought, it's actually like a kind of nice camera because I wanted to get it for photography, not just webcam stuff. So I did invest a smidge in a nicer camera. But yeah, I'm trying to find a picture of when I had a really goofy lighting setup, because basically my usual, yeah, the little, there we go, the little dude's down there. I had to figure out which way to actually point the right way on the thing. And basically what happened was my light wasn't working. So I managed to find a way to arrange my light box to hang from my camera mount so that I could use it as a makeshift LED panel. It was around Silver Bullet. I think I was building Silver Bullet at the time, but I don't remember when that was specifically. So all I can do is go back a few years to like where I was living and try to find it from there. Because I don't remember the date. I think it was Silver Bullet that I was building when it happened. I'm pretty sure it was after I built Escaflowne and finished Unicorn. That's Christmas. Okay. Was it 20? Okay, so there's the box for that. Okay, so there, I have the panel. Yes, so this is the new Gundam. Yeah, no, definitely get some rest. I hope you had a good stream and sleep well. It's so great to finally get to say hi to you. Okay, there's the light panel. So I've purchased the light panel at this point in history. At this point in history, I now possess the light panel. So that's progress. We're narrowing it down. I have to have the picture somewhere. Surely. Bear with me, guys. I promise, it is going to be worth it. Yeah, 3 a.m. Okay, I was right. It is very early in the morning. Yeah, definitely get some sleep. If I can find this picture, it's going to be so good. Oh, come on, please be here. You have to be here somewhere. Okay. That's PGU detail work. I found it. Okay, I found it. Okay. Oh my, it was March of 2024. Hang on. So yeah. So you can see the LED panel in the back. It wasn't working. So I managed to hook my light box to my camera mount. And that's how I had to fix my lighting situation back then. All right, I'm so glad I found it. Yeah. It was, yeah, it's not my current setup because I don't live there anymore, but yeah, that was because my lighting wasn't set up to work right. I'm still zoomed in. I need to not be zoomed in. Yeah, I don't remember what I was building at that particular moment, but I just remember I was like, oh crap, I don't have light. Yeah, memories. Man, March 2024 feels like a lifetime ago. Exactly. It was like the most quintessential improvise, adapt, and overcome kind of moment. Part, come back. Don't go flying. Okay, there we go. Hello, Papa, Funky Me. All right, let's get these parts cut out. Do I have a bag for the backpack? This is gonna be an awkward time to find out. I don't have a bag for the backpack, actually. Hang on, let me see what bags I prepped. Extras, detail parts, weapons, head. I haven't built the head? Oh, I thought I built the head. That's why I started with the backpack. I guess I'll put the backpack in detail parts. That's fine. Okay. There we go, detail parts. Then in that case, Hello, Mr. Pokemon, welcome in. You just mentioned about parts flying. One of these days, you would think, after years of building these things, I would know better and just hang on to parts when I go to cut them out. But no, I'm just like, it's fine. Where could it possibly end up? You haven't gone for new bags for extra parts? Yeah, I have. I'm trying to keep everything in bags because when I keep everything, because like the thing is sometimes breaking down, like if I think about detailing a kit all at once and I don't sort the parts, one, it's a nightmare when you have to go to actually build it because you have to figure out what piece is what. And two, if you break it down into sections, like, oh, today I'm gonna base coat the right arm and panel line the left coat because I detailed that, or I base coated that yesterday. It suddenly feels so much more manageable to do it that way. And you just kind of break it up into chunks like that. Oh, the gold claws are looking fancy. Oh, I'm glad that's working out. How did coloring the stickers work out? Because it sounded like a good idea in my head when I suggested it, but I've never actually done it in theory. Like I've never actually colored over stickers with Gundam markers. Oh gosh. Oh, I can see that being an issue with the Valkyries. Oh, especially, don't most of the Valkyrie kits transform as well? I feel like I remember that being a thing for those kits, as most of them are able to change modes, if I remember correctly. I think? Right? I'm remembering that right? I think. They use a quick change feature. Okay. Oh my god, they have quick change. Love that for them. Huh. The only parts that do transform are the legs. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, so you just swap out the... I'll have to look more into the Valkyrie kits, because I know I've wanted to build... Oh, okay, yeah, you swap it out. Mm-hmm. And some last minute... Yeah. Oh my god, I picked up the... Better than painting the actual model. Yeah! That's what I figured. That's what I figured is like once it dries and sets, it'll be a lot... And it'll just look cleaner too, because like peeling it off with the sticker sheet is basically like pseudo masking. So it'll just look cleaner compared to hand drawing. At least if I were hand drawing it, is my thought. That's good. I'm glad it's looking good. All right. Gosh. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are understanding about needing a break from Gunpla for a bit. I don't know why. It's just every now and then, I don't know if it's an ADHD thing or just a normal human thing. But every now and then, like, I just have to, like, even if it's something I like doing, I just have to not do it for a bit. I'm not sure why. I genuinely don't know if it's an ADHD thing or not. Who knows? Gosh, speaking of heavy arms, I am waiting on them to release Bolt so I can have everyone from the Shuffle, every kit for the Shuffle Alliance. And then I picked up the MG Endless Waltz Sandrock today. They have Shenlong at the store where I found it. So I'll probably pick that up like next month if they still have it. And then I'll just need to finally space out your kits. Ooh, nice. So I think after I pick up Shenlong, the newest Michaelis kit, I think Michaelis, wasn't that one of the least popular suits from Witch from Mercury, I think? That was, what's his face? Shadik's suit, right? The suit that Shadik used? I am thinking the right series, right? That is Witch from Mercury. Yeah! The arm cannon, maybe? I know it's still crazy to me. I didn't think Neo Nepal was that popular that they would get bumped up in the release order. Like, I still don't understand why Mandala Gundam. Listen, if it looks cool, go for it. But I just remember, yeah, I think it was the one that did have the arm shenanigans. But it basically the reason why I remember his kit not doing as well is because um dual wrist, yeah. Because I remember it looked like an interesting suit from the start, but like compared to other characters in the cast after we got the Shadiq episode, basically his popularity nosedived. And so I remember seeing pictures of like merch for other characters being sold out, but his was still fully in stock because people didn't want to buy his merch. It was a goofy little moment. There we go. So I was gonna say, speaking of Lightbox, because the Lightbox is done now. Days are getting darker, daylight savings time. Do be mindful if you have seasonal affective disorder. I was wondering why I was feeling so glum last month, and then I was like, maybe I need to start using my Lightbox. And sure enough, turned it on, immediately felt a difference, and I was like, oh, all right, it's that time of year already. Okay then. All right, next we need H. Do I need more G's? Do I need more G parts? Do I need G again? I don't need G again. Okie dokie. Goodbye, G. Put up a poll for your group Discord. Ooh, yeah, because it's so funny because even though my goal is to complete the full Endless Waltz MG lineup, minus the Wing Zero, because I'm just going to stick with the Verkov for that one instead of getting the other Endless Waltz kit that technically matches the other four. Now I'll understand if to kill our Mermaid Gundam. Yeah, I could understand. You know, speaking of G, I thought this was kind of crazy, but apparently there's some people who think Burning is a terrible name for them to be going with. And I think, because like the main argument I see is that it makes the title of the show not work, but I think they're forgetting Talgi's. No, I did pick up Epion. I did pick up the Epion MG to go with it. I don't think I'll get Talgi. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can find Talgi's Flugel. Ooh, HG Unicorn. I haven't looked too much at the HG Unicorn kits. I did see a really funny picture. Basically, someone was like, what's the highest amount of Gunpla you've ever built in a month? And a guy responded and posted 41, because he built 41 HG kits for the Manganak core to pose with his Sandrock. And I was just like, the amount of respect I have for this guy right now is incredible. You bought and built 41 of the same kit. That's dedication, man. Like, I was just impressed. I also, yeah, I think John was planning to build Talgis. What was the other thing too? Oh yeah, I saw a really neat trick someone did with the clear parts. Let me see if I can find it. Cause I remember I bookmarked it so I could show you guys. Let me see if I can find it. It was on Twitter, I think. No? Was it not here? Was it on... Let's see. Is it here? Oh, where the heck? MG Toki's food goal. Yeah. Dude, I'm so excited for whenever you do that unicorn. I think that's gonna look really cool. Yeah. That makes sense. Did I retweet it instead? Oh, I did. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let me do this. Copy. Paste. And then enter. Okay. And then we come here. Not this. Here we go. And show, please. Okay. Yeah, here it is. So basically what this person did, stop that please, is they had clear parts, but they painted the inside of the parts with silver. And I think it added a really neat visual effect to the parts. I think it would depend on the kit. Like if you had something you wanted to show through beneath it, then you would probably want to leave it clear. But I think the Escaflowne kit from Good Smile Company did a similar thing for some jewel parts. Yeah, like I saw this and I was like, this is actually a really neat and clever trick to just really kind of zhuzh it up. Yeah, they didn't say what kit it was in their post, but yeah, they just kind of pointed out that they painted it silver, and I think it turned out really, really nice. Like it just gives it a really nice look. So that's something I might consider in the future, depending. Let me put this back up just so I can keep an eye on the feed. All right, I need age 32 and age 34. Yeah, I'm not sure which kit it was because I didn't specify. Oh, speaking of wing kits, I should probably see if I can find water slides for the other kits. Because I have water slides for Wing Zero and Death Scythe, I think. So they've probably made water slides for the others. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Then D18. D18. Oh god, D18, you're tiny little thing. Alright. Dang. Alright. Look some up. No, I'll be fine. It's just something, I mean, I'm not going to be building them for a while anyways, so I'm not too worried about finding them anytime soon, to be honest. Appreciate it, though. Yeah. But gosh, yeah, I took a break from Gunpla for a bit, went head first into the HoloLive card game. Ended up going to my first local game shop event. Somehow went 1 in 3. Because the first guy I played was new as well. And I think the deck I had, like I basically won because I understood my deck just a smidge better. Because he was using a starter deck he had just picked up at the start. So I won by luck. Almost won my second game by sheer luck. Because the guy I was playing basically almost decked out. Because there's a rule that if... I mean, this is a pretty common card game rule, but yeah, if you don't have any cards left in your deck to draw from on turn start, you lose the match. So a guy almost decked out on me, which was crazy. And then the other ones was just, I just got my ass whooped. Back from when you went to Cal. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was watching Callie's stream when she was going for the FFF. She was trying to pull a signed card. And like I was just like, wow, the art for this is really nice. I like a lot of the art. And then I looked up the game, and the concept of it is actually like pretty cute. Because the whole idea is that you're supporting your Oshi in like a friendly little competition, and it's meant to be quick to play. Like matches aren't longer than 30 minutes, which is nice. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I ended up looking into it, decided to go check out an event. Actually had a lot of fun at the event. I'm signed up for my next event. Just crazy. And then I need 31 and 30 as well. Unsurprisingly. Unsurprisingly. As far as I'm aware, I was the only person. And I don't mean this in a bad way. It's just a funny thing because when you think about the target demographic for something like a HoloLive card game, it makes sense that this is the target demographic, right? Because when you think about the target demographic of most HoloLive VTubers, mostly male viewers. So unsurprisingly, I was the only female presenting participant at the event. And I'll probably be the only female female presenting participant at the next event. And I use the term female presenting because I don't know these people very well. For all I know, you know, I don't know their preferences. So just to err on the safe side, I'm using the term female presenting because yeah, that's what it was. The other crazy thing too at the event is there was a guy who apparently drove down from Pennsylvania. And apparently I think he just goes up and down the coast participating in events. And apparently he's played in one of the streamed tournaments, but he came in with these 2 huge boxes because apparently he buys cases. But it was also really nice because basically if you weren't sure about your deck, you could show him your deck and he would, you know, tell you what, you know, make recommendations to you on what you could tweak or like answer questions about how to play certain parts of it. And he was really nice because basically like if you needed cards or something and he had them, he would just give you the copies you needed. It was like really nice and really generous of him. And that was the other nice thing too, is that the people who were there, yeah, I was like really kind of like, oh wow. Like I felt bad because he just gave me a ton of cards and I was like, dude, like if I have something in my trade binder, please feel free to like take it because I appreciate it a lot. But him and another guy, they were both like, listen, we enjoy the game. We want the community to grow. We want people to feel like welcomed and encouraged. And I thought that was like a really nice attitude to run into. Because I think especially with any hobby, and card games especially, it can feel intimidating to go to an event and like be conscious that you don't know the rules very well or you don't know what you're doing. So to have people there just completely willing to like help you out or just like clearly not be judging you that you're learning to play and even just like consciously point out that they want people to enjoy the game and encourage the community to grow was like, oh, this is nice actually. And I'm not saying I've run into stuff where like it felt like people didn't want me there. But like, I don't know. It was just like, you go in not knowing what to expect, and then you actually find like a really nice welcoming atmosphere, and you're just kind of like, basically it was nice because I didn't know what to expect going into this, and that attitude immediately like helped me feel a lot more relaxed, which was the nice thing. So I'll probably try to go once a month to play. I don't think there's another competitive event coming up in February, but I don't think I'll participate in that. I don't know if I'll participate competitively for a while. Maybe once I'm more comfortable with the game and I understand the matchups a bit better. Oh, wait, I could show you guys some of the nice cards I pulled, actually. Hang on. Hang on. Let me go get my cards. Hang on, here we go. Tangent time. Yeah, so I bought a little binder to hold my quote-unquote my hits. So I think, let me see. Yeah, so I pulled, oh no, because of the camera, the foil's too reflective. I didn't think about that. Hang on. Yeah, bear tangent. Where is it? Did I put it in here? Yeah, like this is a particularly nice page. Because basically the cards, some of them have headers on them, but there's versions where you basically get full art on the card. And like the art was like one of the reasons why oh wait, I don't have math set up on this model. Wait, hang on, let me add it real quick. Oh no! Wait, wrong thing. Math, come back. No, not this. Wrong button. Item. Math. Where are you, Math? I have to do this manually real quick. I forgot this wasn't set up. Hold on. Math, where are you? Here we go. Load. There we go. Okay. And then, so those are some of the nicer cards I have. And then let me grab my deck. Yeah. Because I really like the art. Oh yeah, it's supposed to toggle on white woman math gif mode. I don't know what else to call that gif apart from white woman math gif. But yeah, like the art on this card especially was, yeah, I really like the art on this card especially. It was what got me interested in checking out the game, actually, was seeing this card. And then, where is it? Technically, I think this is the most expensive card I have. It's either this or one of the IMA cards. I think this one's like 30 bucks. I don't have like a super expensive card. But it's nice, like, knowing I got a couple of like nice cards at least. So yeah, it'll be interesting. But yeah, I like a lot of the art. The game isn't too complicated to pick up, and I'm not saying this to shill, I'm just rambling about it because it's something to talk about, right? Because I had fun. That's what I've been up to. Playing card games and ripping packs, because let's go gambling. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. I didn't need D17. I knew I was going to need it. Ah, I should have just cut it out. I think I'll be safe when set 3 comes out. I'll have to learn the matchups, because I think that's a set with Fuomoko, and they're probably going to be reasonably popular for folks. And it do be Fuomoko. And then 33 and 31. Did I cut those out? I don't think I did. Where are 33 and 31? Am I blind? There's 30. Yeah, there they are. Might just collect, but I feel like, yeah. It's so funny. I went to the store today because I decided to pick up Sandrock, and then I wanted to pay my entry fee for the next event that I signed up for this month. 33 and 31 and 17. Okay. And there's this kid there to get Pokemon cards, and he was just running around the store. His dad bought the packs, and then so he had 2 kids there. And so the dad bought the card packs, and then his other son wanted to go play this little gachapon machine they had in the store. It was so funny because the dad walked off with the second son, and the other son, as I'm heading to the register, runs in front of me and is like, can I have my packs now, please? And the lady was like, oh, I think your dad just walked off with them. And the kid was, oh, and then he just ran off to the front of the store. And they were just running everywhere. So I was just kind of like, I'm just going to let them take care of the business. It was really cute seeing them there. And like the kid was like, yeah, and then this set has these cards, and oh my god, is that? And he saw some of the because like a lot of card shops will have like individual cards on display, and he was like showing it to say, and Dad, and this one's a V-Star, and this one is a. And it was like, I was like. And his dad's like, that's cool, kid. And he's like, yeah, that's great, sport. And I was just like, oh. He's so excited and showing his dad. It was really precious. And the other kid there was like, Dad, can I do the machine? I was like, well, you need a token, kid. Okay, can we get a token? Oh my goodness, it was so cute. No, that wasn't me. That was a kid I saw at the store today. A kid I saw at the store was doing that because he was there with his dad to get Pokemon cards. And it was really, really adorable. Wait, can I add this real quick to... Okay. All right, let me see. So if I do this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is it? This key. Is it not on there? Oh, I need to add as a thingy. Okay, let me do this during the ad break real quick. Drop him in the rabbit hole early. Yeah, I did. I remember when Magic was getting... where is it? Where's the thing? Not this. It's toggle item scene. Item scene. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. Let me get that toggle set up. Then if I come here, refresh that. And now, there it is. Okay, perfect. And then duplicate that. All right, that should work now the next time someone redeems the thing. Let me test it real quick, actually. Where is it? Are you gonna work right? Maybe not. Oh, I didn't save it. That would help. That would help. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's try this again. No. Uh-oh. Did I break it? I hope not. I guess we'll find out in a few minutes. You meet your nephew when he tries to explain Pokemon. Aww. That's cute. I don't know what happened. Did I break it? I hope not. Save. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait. How do I see... Mix it up online? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know how to check the queue. Events, no. Where's... Surely I have a log somewhere. About moderation. No. Is there not a way for me to see what's come in so far? Community commands. No, that's not what I want either. Oh God, did I break it? Bonk's not working either. What the heck? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I break it? I might have broken it. Oh, that's... Okay. That's not good. Oh, wait, hello? Hi? The bonk is gonna be late because Mix It Up can only run one thing at a time. It can't do multiples. All right, I guess it's catching up now. Hi. I know how to use Mix It Up, you guys. I'm so good at this. Damn. Yeah, that was a hell of a delay. Hot damn. All right. It's fine. It's... Yeah, Mix It Up, begging it to work. Like, please. Please work. Please don't break on me midstream. Please don't break midstream. I need you to work. All right, well... Well, on the bright side, this is working now. So that redeem will now work correctly. Speaking of models, before I forget, I did mean to clarify that I know we talked about I am planning to get a new model in the future soon, and that I had mentioned before that I probably will be retiring the 1.0 model at some point. That has not happened yet. I will probably be using this model more often here and there, but the 1.0 model probably won't be officially retired until the everything's ready to debut for the 2.0. So there'll probably be a mix of like the 1.0 model, this model, Scrunkle model, Pixel model, and then probably there. Okay, yep, there it goes. There it goes. Wait, where's the counter? Where's the... There it goes. Oh my God, Mix It Up was so delayed. Dang, all right. It's okay, it made it. Did I get 37 and 38? No, I didn't. So that I probably won't officially retire it until 2.0 is actually ready to go. So it'll probably be a mix of this model, my current models, and probably a PNG tuber of the new design. Just so you guys can start getting used to it. I don't know. I'm debating whether or not I cancel that, but because I did kind of customize this to get it close, but it also would be nice to just have the actual PNG tuber. We'll see. We'll see what I figure out. But yeah, so that's not gonna happen until sometime next year. I'll probably keep certain emotes. I know, it's gonna be so awkward. We might have to have... I don't think Mix It Up is going to be delayed for you. I think it was delayed for me because I tried to run a command that I was in the middle of editing, and then it was kind of like, am I running this? You're editing this? What's going on? What is the order of operations here? Let me test it out with another thing real quick. Hold up. What's something I can test? Here we go. Yeah, okay. That's much better. Although the chat, okay, so the chat follow-up is a little delayed, but yeah, no, that redeemed with pretty decent timing, actually. That should be fine. Oh, wait, I don't have Bear Pat set up on this either. Shit. I completely forgot about the redeems. Ah, buggity boogity. Bibbity bobbity boo. And then, is that it for the backpack? No, there's more for the backpack. All right. Wait, what? Hold up. There's a thing for double fin funnels, but it says here, premium Bandai product. The fact that they're showing premium Bandai in the manual, that's so, all right, Bandai. I need the eye runner. Where's I? That's C. I. G. E. This is A. L. I. Yay! I'm learning letters. Okay, there we go. There we go. So I need both I7s. There we go. Okay. I'll find something like that when you do the... You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if you do. Especially with some of the newer kits. If it's a particularly popular kit, I can see it having like a little P Bandai shill in there. And then I also need I5. There's only one? Yes, there's only one. Okay. All right. Hello, Jose Mochi. Welcome in. It do be Plamo night tonight. Don't need any more eyes. That's fine. Now I need H. I need to do the thing. Hello. I need to do the thing where I like put the little tab on my runners so I can actually... Yes, we are building... Oh my god, I completely forgot to label what kit we're building. Yeah, we're working on New Gundam. So we're not actually assembling it. What I'm doing is I'm cutting out parts so that I can detail them. And then whenever I get them detailed finally, there will be a final assembly stream. So don't be surprised if like the next Plamo stream you see from me is a completely different kit. I'm kind of getting a hankering for a wing kit. It might be a wing kit, if I'm being honest. Is it gonna be Wing Zero? I don't know. It's probably, honestly, it's probably gonna be Death Side. I don't know why I've got a hankering to build Death Side. Yeah. It's just, I just find it a lot easier. Because basically, my first foray into water slide decals was when I built the MGX Unicorn. But the way that kit is built, because you have to build it around the LED sheet, you can't just take off the legs and arms. So I had to like just put all the decals on the kit as a whole, and I was like, this sucks so bad, this is ass. And it took me a calendar year to apply every water slide because I kept not wanting to do it. Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh. But yeah. Oh yeah. For that giant fin funnel. Okay. That's good. But yeah, no, it took me the combination of having to do the decals that way and ADHD. Yeah, it took me a calendar year. The only defense, I'm glad you like the vibes. The only defense I have for myself about how long it took is that I also broke my foot in that period. So technically, there was like a 3 to 4 month period where I did have a valid excuse for not building Gunpla because I got ankle surgery and I couldn't walk. And I wasn't focused on building models during my recovery. Did I tell you guys? I think I have. My friends where I was living when I broke my ankle, it was in New York City, by the way. I moved to New York City for a job and I broke my ankle. But no, there's a new development. So, as you guys will remember, I tripped on a pothole and broke my ankle in 3 places. I received a photo from my friends. They have filled the pothole. It is no longer a threat. I can safely return to that part of New York City and not fear for my ankle. It's a very exciting development, huge even. They actually fixed the potholes in the neighborhood. And like they sent me the picture and I was like, oh my God, it's safe for me to come visit you guys again. And they're like, I know, it's great. Did I already... Wait, where's F-34? Where's F-34? F-34 is not on this runner. I'm looking at the wrong runner. That's why. Come back, the pothole's gone. Yeah, pretty much exactly. You know, it'd be so funny if that actually was part of the reason, like I was actually a statistic that contributed to them finally allocating the funding to get potholes fixed. That I'd like to think I was a contributing statistic to this municipal decision. Because they did ask me that at the hospital. They're like, what happened? And I was like, I tripped, like, in a hole in the sidewalk. I heard a noise. All right, now that I have the right runner in my hand, I need both F-32s. Here they are. I do need to go visit them, but I don't know if I'll be able... It'll need to be like a 3-day weekend or something. Maybe a 4-day holiday weekend if I can find one. I want to go get hot pot with them again. Honestly, if Selly's still streaming, because that's where Selly is. I go to visit Selly. What number was I cutting out? 34. 34 and 33. Remember once I was driving with your sister and there's a sign, no fishing or crabbing? Okay, here's the thing. You were probably correct because someone told me if something is a rule or is specifically called out as a rule, it's probably because someone was doing it and now they're making it explicit so more people don't do it. Because I remember I was processing a form once, and this was at a job years ago. I was helping get some forms ready for some folks to go overseas. And one of the forms that they have to fill out is a waiver that they understand if they get caught soliciting services from sexual workers, they will be subject to disciplinary action and potentially termination. And I was just like, why is this a form I have to prepare for this package? And my manager was like, this is the easiest way for me to explain this. Basically, if the form exists and is being provided, it's because someone screwed up and that was part of how they screwed up. And I was like, oh, okay, yep, that does it. So basically, someone solicited services and it caused problems. Yeah, pretty much. I was like, why is this piece cut out? I haven't cut this. Like, why would I have cut out this piece if I haven't gotten to this part of the instructions yet? Where is it? Where is this piece? Where'd piece go? Yeah, so like when he explained it like that, I was like, well, when you put it that way, no further questions. And apparently, and this is an anecdote I heard from some military folks I used to work with, but there's certain countries that when they get deployed, they get warned. Like, because apparently, I think it was, where was it that they said? I think it was the Philippines that they said, age 35. Did I cut out age 35? I did. I believe it was the Philippines. And basically, when they got there, a nurse showed them. And this was like a while ago. This wasn't a recent thing. This was back in like the 80s or something. So basically, when they got to the Philippines, a nurse showed them 2 huge syringes. And she told them, there are services available. If you choose to partake and you catch an STD, these are what will be injected into you via rear end. Like, you will have these injections given to you to, like, you know, deal with your condition. If you happen to catch STDs while you're out there. And I want to make sure you all understand, because if you come to me and this is the treatment you require, you don't get to say I didn't warn you. So some people are like, you know what? I don't want to deal with that. I'm not taking the risk, or I'm going to make sure I use the proper precautions. And some people were just kind of like, hey, doc, I'm here for my shots. So some people were just kind of like, yeah, I can handle it. I can take it. All right. I don't know what city in the Philippines it was. Again, this was like the military back in the 80s, right? So there's probably only so many places in the Philippines it would have been to begin with. Like, I'm going to assume it was probably somewhere in or near Manila. It was actually a Navy guy who told me about it, not a Marine, funnily enough. But my assumption is that I don't know where the bases in the Philippines are, to be honest, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're mostly in or around Manila. I know it's not always in the capital, but I think just due to the size of the Philippines, it's a reasonable assumption to make. Speaking of the Philippines, I don't know if this is tragic of me to say right now, but the current president of the Philippines, I don't know his actual name. I know his nickname is Bongbong Mercado, I think. Something like that. But the reason why I know his name and nickname is because the first time I saw it, Okay, I'm going to explain this. Pango, and pang can mean fart in Korean. So the first time I saw his name, and I saw that his name was Bongbong, my brain was like, fart? How the hell do you get nicknamed Fart? So, yeah. No shade to the man, but in my head, he is registered as Fart. So, if it means something in Filipino, I'm so sorry. But that is pick me. That's such a funny way to describe it. What the heck? Oh my god. Did I ever finish Pikmin 4? I think I need to go back and check if I finished Pikmin 4. I might need to go back and finish it. Maybe I should just replay Pikmin 4. because I think I never finished it. That could be fun. I was kind of stumped on what game to play next, actually. Pikmin 4 could be a good one. Oh, right, these are undergated. Okay, that's fine. We can fix that. Right, these are undergated? Yes, they are undergated. There we go. I hate to admit it, but it's true. Yeah, that's right, because the Philippines... The Philippines were colonized by the Spanish at some point, right? That's why Spanish has such a strong influence on the language? Or am I mixing that up with another region? Because I don't know Filipino history very well, but I feel like I remember hearing that at some point. Okay, so the northern regions were, gotcha, all right. Because I remember being surprised when people said that it's got Spanish influences in the language, and then they explained that to me. So it was like either trade or like colonization, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah. I learned things. The northern parts of the Philippines are colonized by the Spanish. Aha. Yeah, because that's the other thing too about Filipinos. It's not just the one language. Like, there's dialects, right? But the dialects can be pretty different, or are they like actually able to understand each other? Like, the main one I hear about is Pinoy. Pinoy and Tagalog. Those are the two main ones I hear about. Because, yeah, a lot of different dialects. So, because like whenever people say like Filipino, I'm always like, do they mean like Pinoy? Do they mean Tagalog? I don't know the names of the others. Like, those are the two main ones I hear about. I actually don't know if Pinoy is even a proper dialect. I'm gonna be honest. But I feel like Tagalog is the main one people hear about. Oh, Pinoy is a term for, oh, gotcha. So it's not actually a dialect. Tagalog is a dialect. Oh, and then Pinoy. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Good to know. Pinoy is not actually, gotcha. All right, we're learning today. There we go. Gotcha. Yeah, I feel like, I wonder if that's the most commonly spoken dialect then, because I feel like that's the main one people hear about if they're not from the Philippines. Pinoy and Panay, masculine and feminine. Ah. So if I were to describe myself, if I were Filipino, I would say Panay. And then if I were male, I would say Pinoy. Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. Speaking of Pinay. Oh, Pinay. Okay. That is not pronounced how I thought it was pronounced. I'm so sorry. I used to live in New York. I wouldn't say I used to be from New York. I don't know if I lived in New York long enough to be considered a New Yorker. Although I did realize that I have a fondness for a country store around here because it's the closest thing we have to a bodega. I lived in New York long enough to like crave a bodega, a good local bodega. I do miss bodegas, if I'm being honest. Like, I have actually thought about trying to go back to New York just for bodega access, which is a wild thing to think because there was a lot of stuff I wasn't crazy about when I was in New York. Hey. Okay, so it depends. You can get some really good pizza in New York. There was a place I like to get their barbecue chicken pizza, and I am a little sentimental towards them because I think the staff started recognizing me that I was starting to come regularly. So they started giving me like little extras with my pizza when I would come in. I would say you can definitely get a good slice of pizza in New York City. Is it amazing? Honestly, it's gonna depend because in New York, they tend to go with thin crust type pizza, and I don't always like a thin crust, right? So, it's a personal preference thing. I think they were because again, this was after I had started going to that particular pizza store repeatedly because I walked by their store one day and it smelled really good. So I went in and got a slice and then I would go every now and then. And then I went to get one more slice before I left. I moved out from New York and like that was when they had started giving me extras. And I was like, no! They started like acknowledging me as a regular they recognized. They gave me a little, and the extras weren't anything big, right? It was like, they gave me a little powdered sugar. So I like stuffed crust. And I do like when, it's not that I dislike, yeah, I do like, I don't like thick crust or deep dish. And then, it's not that I dislike those either. It's just, I don't like it when the crust feels like I'm eating cardboard, which is what a lot of New Yorkers, like born and bred New Yorkers, kind of prefer. So like, I don't like cardboardy crust, if I'm being honest. It has corn. I do appreciate that about New York pizza, that it is foldable. And like the nice thing about New York pizza is that I feel like you get a really well-sized slice for your money at most New York pizza places. I will say that like the nice thing about New York pizza is I feel like you get good bang for your buck. Is it gonna be life-changing pizza? I think that genuinely, that probably depends on where you get the pizza. But if you want a good amount of pizza for your money, slice of New York pizza will do you good. I will give it that. Yeah, exactly. I like to have a good balance of crust. Because like I have tried deep dish and it's weird because it's almost cakey. But I don't like cardboardy thin crust either. And then stuffed crust is just delicious. I love stuffed crust. I'll take a stuffed crust any day. Thank you for your innovation, Pizza Hut. I think Pizza Hut originated the stuffed crust. I don't know, actually. Honestly, if I'm being honest, and Chicago pizza. Yeah, that's the one. So the thing is I would need to go to Chicago and have pizza there. I have had deep dish pizza, but I don't think I have had a true proper Chicago deep dish pizza. Okay, can I just say, I love that you described the oil on the pizza as enough oil on top to justify a US invasion. Oh, that is perfectly my kind of humor. What an incredible way to state that. I love it. I love it. I might have to steal it. Oh my goodness. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I thought it was more comparable to a pie. Lasagna would imply it has layers, I think. Does a Chicago pizza have layers? I don't know. I've never had pizza in Chicago. I've technically never been to Chicago. It's good stuff, only for the first couple times. Ah, yeah. Oh, so you do find it comparable to lasagna. Got it. Yeah, I feel like the best pizza I had recently was at a pizza place we went to in California when I was on my trip back in August. And it was a really neat place because the concept was that basically you could customize your pizza. And what did I get? I got something like kind of simple, but you could get some toppings. Like a sauce drizzle at the end, and I got a balsamic glaze on it, and oh, it was so good. I think I got like some kind of salami, um, like cilantro or basil or something. I don't think it was cilantro. I think it was basil. Like I got like basil mozzarella because you can't go wrong with those. Salami, and then like a balsamic drizzle. And I was like, ooh, I like this. Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can go right with it, and there's a lot of ways you can go wrong with it. I'm sorry, we're talking about pizza. I remember when I was younger, my family went to Italy on vacation because there were some like travel voucher things you were able to take advantage of as a military family at the time. But I remember being so confused when we were looking at pizzas. I was like, I can't wait to have a pepperoni pizza in Italy. Mind you, I'm like, I don't know, like middle school age or something. And then the absolute confusion when like pepperoni pizza does not exist. I mean, I think it does now, but back then it was like, what do you mean there's no pepperoni pizza on the menu? Yeah. So that's when I learned as a kid, there is a very stark difference between American pizza and Italian pizza. But I do like Italian pizza for the most part. But also, I'm willing to commit eyes and the sins of Italians when it comes to pizza, because I don't know how they'd feel about salami and a balsamic drizzle on pizza. I mean, I could probably do worse, but I don't know how they'd feel about that either. Oh my goodness, to have an even amount of cheese. I think that was the biggest issue I kind of had, is that like I couldn't understand only having random gobs of cheese instead of like even cheese distribution. I mean, let's be real. I think the only situation in which they wouldn't point at me and call me a heretic is if I married someone from Italy, emigrated to the country, and had been there for a few years and been taught how not to be a heretic. And even then, that's a big if, I think. English Japan, so fair enough. Yeah. Okay, so never heard of dragon scale pizza. Oh, I've never heard of that. Dang. But yeah, as soon as you said dragon scale and pepperoni, I was like, I think I know where this is going with a name like dragon scale. Dang. There was something else I was going to mention to you guys, and now I can't remember what I was going to mention. Sango! Hello! Look what I can do! I can wave! Yay! Hello. Hi. Welcome in. Oh, I was showing off my HoloLive cards earlier. Oh, wait, I didn't show you guys the one thing. Which is that I actually pulled 2 Morioshi cards, but one of them has a foil cut line error. Yeah, you should count the pizza tangent. That's fair. You can count that. So apparently, every now and then, cards will have misprints where they have foil cut lines, and it's like a minor. I don't. As far as I know, this particular card isn't worth a lot, but apparently, I think at least I heard for Japanese collectors, when you have stuff like foil cut lines, that can raise the value somewhat for them. because it's considered a misprint, and some people like to collect misprints specifically. But it's also crazy that, yeah, I really love how a lot of the holos look for this card game. Like, I had mentioned it earlier, but one of the things that like interests me about this game is that like a lot of the card art and holographics look really nice. Like the holo on the cards looks really nice. I think this is technically one of the more valuable cards I have. I think this one's about $30 on TCG Player. Yeah, don't do what I did, which is buy several boxes. I may or may not be considering saving up for a case when the Nerissa set comes out, because I'm very in lesbians for Nerissa Ravencroft and I want to build her deck. Yeah, especially because let's go gambling. Aw, dang it. Listen, I wanted to build my decks. They don't, and I wanted to pull my cards for my deck. Because here's the thing, is I don't mind buying singles for my deck building, but there's certain cards, like, it's just nice to have pulled it for yourself, but also, like, I'm a recovering gotcha whale, so, like, sometimes it's just like, yes, the thrill of the gamble. Lesbian. All the women I know who know her are gay for, yeah, it's Nerissa. There's no follow-up to that statement. Like, yeah, I can't defend myself. I don't know how else. I'm just lesbian for Nerissa Ravencroft. I don't know. That's all there is to it. Yeah, I am straight up, like, I used to be a really bad gotcha whale addict. It was pretty bad for a few years, to be honest. Like, I can say that now looking back. Like, I used to feel uncomfortable, like, acknowledging it, but now I can be like, yeah, no, that was not a responsible time for me. All things considered, that was pretty irresponsible. I'm much healthier about it now. I'll think about it. That's tempting. Cause like I'm a very, the thing is when it comes to so not gotcha machines, like gotcha games. But they can be fun too. Gotcha machines can be fun. I could fire up Balatro. I do have it. We can make. Have you guys seen the Balatro calendar, by the way? Are we all aware of the calendar that Balatro is releasing that I am considering purchasing? Because I don't know how much they're paying Ben Starr, or if Ben Starr is paying them at this point. Okay, hold up. All right, put another tangent on the counter. Balatro calendar. All right. Here we go. It's out of stock already? Shit. Okay. Is this gonna be the right one? Yeah. Okay. So. They're releasing a wall calendar. Featuring Ben Starr, Baby Girl Star, as Jimbo. As you can see, here he is, posed as various Jokers from the game. This December one is nothing short of incredible quite frankly. It's I don't know if they're the ones paying him or he's the one paying them to keep letting him do this. I wouldn't put it past Ben Starr at this point. Yeah, I'm not surprised it's sold out, but I'm also bummed that it's sold out. Like, what is this? What is this? Ben Starr, please. How long did this take for them to do? Like, it's just, and the fact that it's even got like the UI and font design is so funny. But yeah. Speaking of Balatro, they also apparently released an update for the Balatro update for Vampire Survivors. It's goofy, it's fun. I've been playing it. Every now and then I think I'm safe, and then Vampire Survivors will be like, hey, release another update, girl. And I'm like, ah, shit, here we go again. That's December. It's just Ben. I don't think it corresponds to anything from the game. I think it's just Ben. I think it's just Ben. Because of Balatro. Like, the thing about Balatro is, because of Balatro, I have witnessed Ben Starr titillating and deep-throating a banana. And that's something I have to live with for the rest of my life. Like, that is something I witnessed happen. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't know if they pay Ben to do this or if he pays them to let him do it. I don't know if I want that question answered, quite frankly. Like, I don't know if I want the answer to that question. Like, I think that's one of those questions that's just better left unanswered at this point. Just leave it be. Let's not worry about it. All right, what was I doing? The head. Okay, how many bites does it take to finish a banana? Because 2? How big are your banana bites? What? Like, I don't know, like 4? 5 bites for a banana? What? How? 2? How? That's a lot of banana in every bite. How are the bananas like how big are the bananas? Like average? Tiny? What? I've never seen someone eat a banana in 2 bites. Okay. Okay, I think we're gonna aim to get the headpiece cut out as well tonight. And then, if I tried my absolute, I feel like if you really wanted to try absolutely going for it, you could do a banana in 2 bites. Do I need, so the backpack's fine. I do need to cut out the weapons. Okay. So those do need decals as well. Got it. Okie dokie. Okay. 0, I would refuse. But yeah. The other thing too is that, like, if I was eating just the banana, which I prefer not to eat plain bananas, it would be like 4 or 5. The mouth and your teeth work in mysterious ways, after all. For me though, Chris, get the banana. Get the banana, Chris. Potassium. I don't know. I prefer eating them with peanut butter if I do have to eat a banana, and then it takes significantly more bites. Okay, which ones do I need for Jahid? D. Do you guys know what I discovered on Spotify the other day? I don't know if you guys know about the existence of this, but once upon a time, they made a Mortal Kombat movie. Not the recent one. This came out in like the 90s, maybe early 2000s. I think early 2000s. And it had a soundtrack album, a techno soundtrack album. And I think genuinely the mouth and throat do work in mysterious ways after all. It was 1995. Okay. My point is if you've ever heard Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat, and it's like Kano, Liu Kane, Raiden, Johnny Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Sonya, Mortal Kombat, test your might. Yeah, if you've ever heard that song, that's where that's from. And I feel like at this point, most people know that song than they do the movie. And I kind of, anyways, my point is it's literally called Techno Syndrome. Yeah, I found it on Spotify randomly because I was like, I thought about it randomly a few days ago because my dad, we don't talk about a dilation in polite company. So true. My dad had a cassette tape with that soundtrack on it and I listened to it all the time. So I randomly thought about that soundtrack the other day, went and looked it up, and to my delight, I found it. Just the whole soundtrack there on Spotify to listen to. Oh, that was a great drive to work, y'all. What a fantastic drive to work that was. It's so goofy hearing some of the lyrics too, because it's stuff like, whoa, Chinese ninja warrior, with your soul called Sub-Zero. Wow, your life is a mystery, warrior with a mask. Sub-Zero. Yeah, no, I was absolutely like bopping along the whole time. Okay, I need DK Donkey Kong. So I think we have D and J and A and F. No, we have D, I, A, J. I need F. Don't need G. Don't need E. Ish, L. Do I need L? I don't think I do. Do you need K? And then F. Okay. Okay. The Toonami soundtrack? Oh my gosh. Oh man. I haven't thought about that soundtrack in a hot minute. I did not realize that Tom from Toonami was voiced by Steve Bloom for the longest time either. I remember I was like, what? Someone was just like, oh yeah, Steve Bloom was Tom. And I was like, what? Like, I just remember it took me a bit to process. And then I looked up a clip of him again and I was like, oh yeah, that's Steve Bloom. Beefles are... No, well, because I didn't really... When I was watching Toonami, I was not cognizant or aware of who Steve Bloom was, really. Like, by the time I was, like, more aware of him, like, I was much older and Toonami wasn't really airing at the time. You know what I mean? So like when I was a kid, I was like, it never even occurred to me that like they hired an actual voice actor, you know? And then I found out and I was like, what do you mean he was Tom from Toonami? And then I listened to it like, oh yeah, that's just very obviously him. Because I didn't really start paying attention to who voice actors were, especially for the English scene, until way later. Probably not until, like, I had started paying attention to Japanese voice actors sometime when I was in high school. And then I didn't really start paying more attention to English voice actors until, I want to say, after college. Like around college is when I started paying attention more to like actual like the English casting and whatnot. Because the reason why I was paying attention to Japanese voice actors first was that back in a lot of 90s anime, a lot of the voice actors would sing image songs for characters that they voiced in various anime. And I would look up those songs and listen to them. So that's why I was paying attention to a lot of Japanese voice actors at the time. Was like, oh, I like this person's voice. I like that they sing. I want to find more songs that they sung. And so I would look up more stuff that they did. And then around college or at some point, I started paying attention to more English voice actors because that was around like the Yuri Lowenthal. Laura Bailey is still big, but like you would find a lot of like Yuri Lowenthal and Steve Bloom and Laura Bailey and a lot of stuff. Vic Mignogna, all of them were like the go-to casting for a lot of stuff. Steve Bloom, of course, and a bunch of other voice actors like Tara Platt, Wendy Lee, all them, Jameson Pierce, all that stuff. And so there were like, especially Liam O'Brien and Laura Bailey, like I would look up stuff and play it or watch it just because they were in the games. Like one of the reasons I actually picked up Nier was because it had Laura Bailey and Liam O'Brien in it. And that's actually, yeah, no, that's how that happened. I was like, I like these two. All right, this is the F runner. I need F1. Oh, this is a tiny piece. Got it. Haha, the piece did not go flying. Do I need anything else from the F runner? No, I don't. Excellent. K is... Did I not need K? I thought I needed K. K8, there it is. And then, yeah, Critical... I wish I had gotten into Critical Role when it started. It just feels like there's too much to catch up on. And now I'm having the same problem with Dimension 20. Where it feels like there's too much to catch up on with Dimension 20. That's it for K. And then J is J4 and J5. What's really funny about Critical Role to me is that Laura and Travis had a kid, but apparently their kid will just ask them to do voices. So he'll be like, Mom, do Jester. I just ask for them to do like their Critical Role characters on demand. It's so funny. And also very, very cute. Like it must be like such a unique experience having voice actors for parents, because like they're always gonna kill it at story time. And if they do like famous characters or like popular characters, you can just like get on-demand voice slide requests. Yeah, I think that must be a lot of fun. I don't think that was everything I needed from L. Where did L go? What did I just do with L? I don't think I cut out everything from L. I don't think I cut out L3. Where did L go? Did I even grab L? I don't think I did. Hello, L. No, I didn't grab this one. Dad, do the thing. That's actually Satoshi Hino. His kids do that to him because he voiced Ultraman in one of the Ultraman series. Okay, did I cut out L13? Because L13 is not on the runner. Where is L13? What? Uh-oh. Did I cut out the part before and... Oh, wait, I did. That's right. Okay, that's right. The part's not missing. Hi, Shinigami Nene. Yes, we are working on the new Gundam. Right, we did build part of the head. Okay. You got to touch grass because you were able to recognize it from the male. Dude, no, you're fine. You're fine. Okay. That's fine. D11. VA stops trolling you slipping in a random character voice. Oh my god. Laura busts out the Trunks voice. You know what? I would not put it past Laura to do exactly that. She strikes me as the kind of person who would absolutely do that to Travis. Yeah, that was like, I was like, what do you mean this part's off the runner? And then I was like, oh, wait a second. That's right. We went ahead and built the interior of the head. So that means I should just need the eye runner at this point. That's what I was gonna say earlier. Thank you guys for being understanding about the scheduling situation this week. Thankfully, I don't think this particular instance of... You just do that to people. That's... I don't know if that's like mean of you or just to be honest, John. Yes, so I did want to say thank you everyone for being understanding about the scheduling shenanigans this weekend. For those who aren't in the Discord, I have multiple coworkers going on maternity leave in the next couple of months. One is on maternity leave now, and another one is going on maternity leave next month. So this maternity leave, I was not sure if it was going to impact my workload much. There is still a chance it might, but for now, especially with the shutdown still going, it looks like my particular workload is not being impacted much at the moment. So we're gonna go back to our regularly scheduled 2 streams a week. The maternity leave in December, however, is going to have an impact on my workload. Oh shit, ad's starting. Hang on, I'm gonna delay this ad because I do want to talk about this. So in December, that is going to impact my workload. I need you to snooze, buddy. Snooze the ad, thank you. The other thing that's going to impact my workload is when the shutdown ends, because right now, the majority of my work comes from people who are currently furloughed. So when they come back, it's gonna be a lot of catch up. I'm gonna be really busy. There may be weeks that we cut down to 1 stream. There may be weeks where I'm just gonna have to cancel because I'm gonna be too swamped at work. Streaming don't pay the bills, job does. And you know, that's just the reality of what's going on, right? I will do my best to keep streaming during all that. December will probably be an extended period of 1 stream a week. The person going on maternity leave in December, I know I am going to be picking up most, if not all of her workload. So that will more than likely... Yeah. There's only so much I can do, unfortunately. I do have to prioritize my job for a moment. And I'm not saying, like, stream don't pay the bills in, like, a petty, like, snarky way or anything. It's like, that's just, like, my streaming income, like, doesn't cover... It's not what pays my bills, basically. it's really more of like hobby money, if anything. I'm not aiming, just to be clear, I'm not aiming to be a full-time streamer. So please don't feel stressed about that part. Anyways, yeah, so December. So I think she scheduled her maternity leave around Christmas, so it won't really hit until like mid-January is, yeah, and I appreciate that you guys have always been really understanding of like the shifts in schedule and whatnot. But I just want everyone to have full transparency that like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna do my best to still be here. But, yeah, it's consistency is going to be an issue because there's going to be a lot of stuff going on, and even when she comes back from maternity leave, I'm probably still going to like have to pick up some stuff because it's a baby. You don't get a baby settled in 3 months, quite frankly. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, that's the update. That's the PSA for those who aren't in the Discord to see it, is babies are happening on my team at work. Thankfully, what I was worried about was that there would be a period when there is a period of overlap where both of them are on maternity leave. Thankfully, it's mostly over the holidays, so it's not as tragic as it could be. But, yeah. What, the baby stream? Could you imagine? You guys just suddenly see a stream from me in the middle of the workday and it's just like a baby in a crib sleeping. Baby SMR content. For legal reasons, this is a joke and not actually going to happen. I should not be filming in my workplace. Way too much sensitive information gets discussed in there. Baby 7th on. Oh, there it is. There's the gate for that. Babysitting streams. Oh my god. Okay, here's the thing though, is like, at this point, I think it's just me and one other person in the office who doesn't have kids at this point. So like, there are times where like sometimes someone's like, I'm so sorry, I have to bring my kid in today. Yeah, I really like how the inner frame looks, to be honest. I can't wait to actually get off my butt and start detailing. Cause that'll kind of refire my motivation, is when I actually start detailing and start putting it all together, I think. But yeah, sometimes they gotta bring their kids or their babies into the office, and sometimes, you know, we all gotta be team players and help entertain the kids. Cause they're all pretty young. Yeah, one of them, their kids, but apparently she likes like the faces in the songs I sing, like the faces I make in the songs I sing. And I'm just like, okay, if it makes the baby happy and stop freaking out that mom had to step away for a moment, I'm cool with that. Where's my head baggie? Where's the baggie for the head bits? Okay, so the good news is I think, is this the head? Yes, this is for the head. Oh wait, I missed cleaning up this piece. Okay, hang on. The point might do a stream where I just finished detailing. Yeah. Cause I think just, yeah, it's nice when it's like, yay, I made the baby stop crying. Also a relief because the baby is no longer crying. It's like I always hit, like, when I'm building a kit, it's like, yay, building, and it's like, oh, having to cut out parts to start detailing, and then when you start detailing, it's like, oh, yeah, I can do the final assembly soon. But now that I'm getting close to actually having everything cut out, like, the motivation's coming back a bit. How much more do I have to cut out? The beam rifle, the hyper bazooka, the shield, beam saber. Oh, okay, and then All right. Okay. So I think we can finish cutting out the parts in one more stream. That should be doable because it looks like it's just the weapons at this point are the last thing that need to get cut out. All right, cool. That's fine. Then in that case, you know what we can do? You know what we can do? Did I install it? Do I have it ready to go? Never mind, I don't have Balatro installed. Wait, what about... Oh wait, but I do have this. Hold up. All right, you have to go. Exit game. This is fine. Okay. It's not showing correctly. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, no, it did? Oh, wait, there it is. Okay. Hey. You might be wondering how we got here. The answer is I don't have Balatro installed. But we were talking about Balatro. And you know what I do have installed that does have the Balatro theme song? It's Vampire Survivors. Where is it? Where is it? I had to scroll through so many. Yeah, hey, it's Jimbo. There's the Balatro stage. I hope you guys are ready. All right, what's this? Call of a Mad Moon. Sure. And hey, welcome. There's a remix for the theme. All right. What do we have here? I don't want curse. I have played Hollow Cure. But we were talking about Balatro earlier, so now I want to... But I don't have Balatro installed. So here we are. Hey. I'm gonna grab all the Balatro stuff. We're gambling, baby. I'm Jimbo. Jimbo Balatro. All the enemies have been Jimbo-fied. It's very goofy. And yes, there's a very snazzy remix of the theme. Wait. One from Gunpla added now this. Yeah. Wait a minute, actually. Quit. I'm bad at Balatro. I'm very bad at Balatro, actually. I'm not good at Balatro. Quite frankly. I barely managed one clear. Wait, hang on. Bear with me on this. Hey. There's two of me now. Yeah, I gotta call. Yeah, goodbye. Thanks for stopping by, Cloud Force. Always good to see you. Hang on. Where is it? There we go. Leave for a minute to brew a cup and get a jolt. You come back to this. Yeah. Yeah, I've played Hollow Cure. I don't have a lot of characters, but I've played. Who was it that I actually did okay on? Who was it? I don't remember. I think Kiara. Yeah, sure, we can try her out. I don't think... Oh, I have outfits! Okay, sure. I don't... Oh! There we go. I don't remember... I don't know the combos very well in this game. Oh! Okay. There we go. The music is weirdly good for this game, too. Okay, what am I doing? Deadbeat! Like, honestly, Hollow Cure is so lovingly made as a game. Like, the music, the sprites, it just... Yeah, he started watching. Oh. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, we'll do this. But yeah, like, the game is just honestly... It really... Hey, Yago. Oh, you can damage the statue! What? Damage the statue. Get the statue. Oh! Oh god! Oh god! Hotori! She doesn't lock on and drives everyone insane. Wait, you can... Oh yeah, I think you could lock on an Elden Ring. Yes, give me the limiter. Oh! Oh, hello! Oh! I can move faster! Okay. I know the Yago statue is so funny. Okay, Oh god, I'm getting walled in. Oh, okay. I want to destroy the Yago statue. Oh. Right, you can actually kind of target a smidge. Uh-oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Hello? I need to level, please. Am I healing? Am I living? Oh god, that's a big shrimp. Oh, the other thing I was gonna mention. Picky man. It's just hard. Oh. Oh yeah, when Sango was asking about the Narissa fan server, I'm actually really passive as a VTuber fan, to be honest. Like, I think playing the card game is like the most directly active I've been in terms of like anything resembling some kind of fan activity. There we go. Food. I haven't played this in a while. Yeah. Ooh. I guess I want to... Yay, we broke the statue! Oh, they're turning into food! Okay. Oh, I guess that's her thing, is she... Oh, hi. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know what to do. Yeah, like, in the end, I just... Like, I've never been good about being, like, actively involved with stuff or, like, buying lots of stuff and stuff like that. And I always feel a little awkward about it because I'm just a very passive supporter for the most part. And, yeah, I think that's been a big help with a lot of the back-to-back drama recently. Like, not just with stuff like HoloLive, because HoloLive's the main group of people that, like, I would consider myself fans of. But I think learning to be detached from fandoms in general, and because I want to say back in college, I decided to stop being particularly active in fandoms. And I think stepping away and being less involved ended up giving me a much healthier ability to engage with stuff. Anyways, this isn't going to turn into a Holocure stream. I was just feeling goofy. Because it's late and I'm getting eepy. So I probably shouldn't be awake much longer. And anyways, let me see who's up. This was nice. I needed this. Is Sully still streaming? She's not. Wait, Skimi's up. Skimi, what are you doing? Oh, Bear Pats isn't working. I forgot to turn on Bear Pats. Hang on, hold up. Where's the items? Where's the item? Here we go. There you go. Get a little bigger, buddy. There you go. There we go. All right. Okay. We got Bear Pants. What was I gonna say? I might do an Uma Musume stream next week because the new scenario came out and I'm still figuring it out. So we might do that yet. That might be a thing we do. Right, I was gonna check Sakimi's stream. All right, what you streaming, girl? Whoops. I gotta sign up for a restock notification on that Balatro calendar. Yeah. Oh shit, Sakimi's playing JoJo's? What? Oh my god, Sakimi, why are you always so based? Girl, I love you. All right, we're going to Sakimi. She's playing JoJo's. Hell yeah. I know, yeah, I'm gonna do an Uma stream. It's finally happening. It's finally happening. I'm finally streaming this game that has me in a chokehold. I am so down bad for Uma Musume, you guys. Like, I need you to understand, like, I'm getting to the point where I'm considering horse merch, by which I mean merch of the actual race horses. My bestie's already at that point. You'll see. We're on our way there. Yeah, I need to run into career mode after this. Anyways, thank you everyone for coming by tonight. Thank you again for the understanding with all the schedule changes that are coming up. We'll be back to 2 streams next week, and I look forward to seeing you guys then. Ciao! Why am I saying ciao? I'm not Italian. I'm in the wrong menu. Okay.